Hey guys, this is Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum, the guitar podcast. I'm shooting out the Fender Princeton Reverb reissue again against the BOSS Katana. I've got the Princeton patch that I made in the first video loaded on the Katana, and this time I'm going to be pushing a few different pedals into each amp to show off how the different amps handle the different pedals. I've got the Pelican Noiseworks half-horse fuzz down there, crazy nasty fuzz. I've got the Fuzz by the Nocturne Brain. It's a gray box DoD 250 clone with some extra bells and whistles. It's a lot of fun. That's like a main part of my surf rock rig right there. And then I've got the JDS 50 from Mr. Black Pedals. It's a Marshall in a box sort of sound. I love this pedal. I got it pretty recently and did a demo of it, so go check out that video. And then, of course, I've got the Tomcat Daydreamer, which is a digital delay with a reverb built in. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit dirtier sounding than most digital delays. It's kind of got like an analog voice thing going on that I really love. So I'll be playing around with that. Let's get started. Here is the dry signal. I'm using a Fender Strat on the bridge pickup. And that's the Princeton Reverb, by the way. Here's the Katana. All right, let's get into some dirt and turn on that Fez first. Here is the Fender. And here is the Katana. I think they sound pretty similar. Not bad at all. The Katana is a little bit, I'd say, nasal compared to the Fender. A little bit, like there's a little bit of like a vocal nasal quality going on. The EQ's a little bit different. Obviously, these sound like they're similar, but they are not the same. Like I said, maybe I said in this take, I don't remember, but I don't know if it's possible to get the Katana all the way perfectly the same as the Fender. I'm going to say it's probably not. But for my purposes, this is really close, and I'm really happy with how close these are. Like, I'd be very confident using the Katana as a second amp in a stereo rig right now with the Princeton. All right, let's get into the Fuzz. I have a feeling that's going to be way different. I have that feeling because this is like my fourth take on this video. All right. Starting out on the Fender. And here is the Katana. So the Katana sounds, once again, it sounds way more nasal. It sounds like it's just filtering the signal a lot differently. The Fender is a much more open, like wide EQ dynamic to my ear. I don't think either sounds bad or better. I think they just are different applications. The differences are a lot more drastic with the Fuzz. Like Fuzz just puts a lot more information into your signal, depending on how you look at it. But there's a lot more grit across the EQ is how my ear reads it. So yeah, big difference on there. I'll do another quick A-B. Here's the Fender again. The Katana. Fender. Katana. Like in the Katana signal, it almost sounds more like a distortion, like it's doing a distortion thing, where in the Fender it's more of a classic fuzz sound, and that's pretty interesting outcome. Wasn't a huge difference with the Fez, and then a big difference with the fuzz. So that's interesting. Let's get into the Mr. Black pedal. Here is the Fender. And here's the Katana. Not bad. Again, a little bit more nasal on the Boss. I might be able to dial that out if I really tried, but I'm pretty happy with it as it is. Yeah, not bad at all. Let's do another quick comparison. Here's the Fender. No, I'm wrong. That was the Boss. Here's the Fender. And here's the Katana. Being them like this is pretty easy to tell, at least for me, being in the room with them, which is which, or be able to tell the differences between them. If I was, double blinding this on a stage with in-ears and couldn't see what was going on, I'd have a tough time telling you which amp I was using. If you were just like, oh, here's your amp, we're not going to tell you which one it is. Play a set and let us know what you think. I've been really happy with the Boss for the live use that I've been doing, because I do use in-ears. I'm using it as a church amp, and so I run the amp. There's a mic on it, goes through the PA, and then goes into my in-ears, and I adjust the mix, and it sounds just fine to me. I don't know if I'd be able to pick it out against the Princeton or know which one was which if I had to do like a dedicated set where I had to figure that out. All right, I'm getting real wordy here. So let's get into playing around with the delay. I honestly don't think there's going to be big differences here, because it's just doing things in a clean sort of way. Any differences would be the differences you really hear with the dirt pedals. All right, so let's have some fun. That's the Fender. Here's the Katana. So let's mix some dirt in and have some fun with that. That was the Katana. And this is the Fender. We'll do a quick comparison. Fender, Katana. So the difference, I think, really comes in with the dirt. The delay doesn't really matter as much. I guess where it might matter is if you're running an amp. Like if I really cranked the Princeton up into tube distortion and tube compression, more tube compression, those repeats might stand out a lot longer than the Katana does. But then I could dial in the Katana to kind of mimic that kind of compression as well. So I think that point is kind of moot, not a big deal. Next up, I want to compare the Princeton channel that I have on the BOSS, the little Princeton patch, to just the clean channel on the BOSS, where there's nothing else going on. So I'm going to get down there and fiddle around with that a little bit. I think I'm done with the pedals, but I want to no, I'll bring in the pedals. I want to show the difference between the Princeton patch and just the clean stock setting on the BOSS Katana. Get over here. So here's what we'll do. We'll start off with the Princeton setting on the Katana with the Fuzz engaged, and then I'll switch it to the normal clean channel. So that's back to the Princeton channel, and I'm about to go back to the stock clean channel. And here we'll go over to the actual Fender Princeton now. And now back to the clean channel on the Katana. It's not that far off. It's totally workable, but doing that extra little bit of dialing in with the Princeton channel that I did on the Katana really helps get it a lot closer, in my opinion. So we'll bring that back. There's the Fender. There's the Katana clean. And here is the Katana with the Princeton. And the Fender. Now let's have some fun in stereo. Turn on that delay and let's just get wacky.